Welcome back to my channel Data SQL. So in today's video, right, we will continue with Amazon part 26 SQL interview questions. So till now I have completed around 25 parts, and you can see all those parts in the playlist, which I'll put a link in the comment section. No, sorry, not in the comment section, the description section. So today will be the part 26 of the video. Uh, so let's go through the tables that are involved in this, right? And as you can see, I have a insert and create table script, which also I'm going to put it in the description section. So you can copy paste this and run it in the Postgres SQL, and then you'll be able to see the same data as I'm seeing here on my screen. So if you have seen the part 25 of my video over there, I covered the jobs underscore dim table, right? So we have two more tables that we are going to introduce in this video. Actually, not two more. We are going to use one more table. I think the third table is not needed for the questions we have, for the question we have for this particular video. So let's just look at the jobs underscore dim table again. So jobs underscore dim table is nothing but there are different job IDs, right? And then for that different job IDs, there are company IDs associated to each of the job IDs, and then there's a title and the description, right? So it's pretty straightforward jobs table with the title of the job and the description of the job. The next table is jobs underscore applicant underscore dim table. So in this one, right, for each job, obviously there are different applicants, right? So for one job, there could be 5 applicant, 10 applicant, 50 applicant, 100 applicant, right? So over here, what this table does is, if you see there is a job ID, so basically this job ID joins to the jobs underscore dim table, and then there is a job type, right? I mean, it's a remote or hybrid or in office, right? Different types of jobs. Then applicant ID, right? And applicant ID for each of those job, and the applicant state. So applicant is residing in which state, and the applicant country, right? Um, basically straightforward table again. It has the details about the applicants which applied for the jobs, right? So that's basically the table. We will not cover the jobs underscore salary underscore dim table because that's the question is not in this particular video. When the question comes up, right, I'll probably talk about that as well, in the table. Okay, so let's go to the question, right? And I do get the comments from you guys that it is good um, if you could write a live query, and that makes it session more interactive. I will try and do that for some of the videos, right, where possible. For today's video, for example, we can do that. But if the query is lengthy or it's complex or advanced SQL, right, then probably it takes more time, and that might not be feasible in that case, and it's better to go through the concept. So in this case, let's just write a query. So the question is display total number of job applicants for each job and display it in the descending order, right? So basically what it is saying is give me the total number of jobs, okay, total number of job applicants for each job, right? So when they say each job, right, that means they're asking you to basically group by, all right? I mean, as I mentioned in my videos, the other videos, the earlier videos, right, and try and break down the question into different segments, and that makes it easy for you to form a query. So they are saying display total number of job applicants, right? So that means they are asking for total number, which is basically count, right, for each job. So they're asking you to basically group by job and then display it in the descending order, right? So basically what they're saying is total number of job applicant you need to display for each of the job, and then display those total numbers in a descending order. That means the highest number, the job with the highest number of applicant, right? Show it first in the query in the results, right? So let's just see. So what we need to do, the job, basically job ID resides in jobs underscore dim, but we need to find the total number of applicants, right? So for that, we'll need to go to jobs applicant dim, correct? So that means we'll have to join these two tables, right? So let's just form a from class first, right? And this is the way also that basically it's a comfort of everybody. So what I do is I always write down the tables involved first. So that makes it easy for you to visualize that what all tables you're going to use, correct? This is just my method. You might have a different method, and that's totally fine, right? So, and then I like to define a join condition also, right? So we know that we have to join on the job underscore ID, right? We know for sure. Some of the other join condition may come up based on the question, but for here, we know for sure that we need to join on the job ID, right? So let's just join on the job ID, correct? Now here they said number for each job, correct? So for each job, so that means we need to group by, right? So we need to get the job ID, right? In order to do a group by, because they're asking the each applicant by job wise, right? So we need to put a job ID, right? And then they are saying total number of jobs, right? So total number of applicants, so count of applicant underscore ID, correct? It's always good to have a synonym, right? So basically, it's a good practice to write a SQL where you write a synonym so you know exactly from which table this column is coming, right? Because job underscore ID, right? It's there in both the tables. So if you don't put this A dot job ID or B dot job ID, it's going to give you an error that where column unidentified because it exists in two tables. So which table you want to identify, right? So it's always good practice to write basically synonym before the column, okay, from which table it is coming, right? So this is done. So now let's say now since you use this, so we need to say group by, right? We need to group by A dot job underscore ID, right? So let's just run this query. So what you got for each job ID, you got a count of jobs, right? So we'll just verify this as well, but let's just do what they're saying, display it in the descending order. Is it in the descending order? No, it's in the random order. So what we'll say, order by, right? We can say as total applicants, correct? Applicants, we need to say descending because they are asking descending, right? Okay. So here you got it, right? 75444, right? Let's say for 10, job number 10, do we have 7 applicants? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Correct. And then for 20, we have 4, 5, and then for 4, for 30, we have 4. For 30, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So, yeah, I mean, for 30, we have 5, and for rest of the other one, we have 4. So, we have 10, 7, we have 35, and the rest of them, we are 4. So, our answer is correct, right? So, right. So in this question, right, and it's basically I would say a straightforward SQL question. It's not very complex and it's not very advanced also, but it is covering a key concept of group by, and it is covering a concept of order by, right? Because they're asking you specifically to put it in descending, and they're covering a concept of count, right, which is an aggregate function, right? So they want to know whether you are able to write aggregate function or not. And then join condition also, right? Because it's not coming from single table. Are you able to join the data from two different tables and get it in the SQL, right? That's also the testing of this question. So it's kind of initial round question, I would say, for senior BIs, BIE roles, right? This kind of questions can come up as well as for data engineer interview questions as well. So that's it for it today, guys. I hope you liked my video, and I hope that this kind of for this kind of questions, I can write a live query, and hope that makes more sense to you guys. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos if you feel that my content is useful to you guys. Thank you.